Yes, man can destroy anything that God is giving him as a gift. Okay, although that level of destruction will not be ultimate and definitive because God is all powerful. Yet, because of man's free will, just as it did at the beginning of creation, the world as it is now was not what God intended for humanity at creation. Everything that God created, the scripture tells us, was good and was very good. Okay, yet it took human will to turn it into what we experience now. So yes, it's within the power of man to disfigure, if you want, everything good that God creates. But thanks to God and His mercy and compassion and what we call salvation or redemption, God remakes and God creates everything and makes it good again for us. That again is the purpose of the story of salvation. What man destroys, God recreates and redoes good again out of His love and compassion for humanity.
My second question will be, according to the Roman Catholic Church, what shall we do to protect the earth?
Well, according to the Roman Catholic Church, it's, if you want, a very simple answer would be to be good. To be good. Everything that we're talking about this climate change, there are two simple passages in the encyclical which give the clue to everything that we're saying. So I try to keep my eye on your camera and just read it for you. I could tell ruffian, but to be exact with everything, the encyclical begins by saying the violence present in our hearts, wounded as it is by sin. That is what plays out and is reflected in the symptoms of sicknesses and everything that is around us. Okay? Then he goes on in paragraph 173, would say that the wilderness, the desert, the destruction that we see outside is a reflection of the wilderness and destruction in the human heart. So this is the point about this encyclical. When the Pope says, for example, that the cause of the climate change and everything now is anthropogenic, it is not simply anthropogenic in the sense that we use more air conditions, we drive more cars and pollute more. It is anthropogenic in this sense that it is actually the human heart. Okay, it's what we are within ourselves, what we are as people, as characters, as habits. So our sinful condition is what makes the world outside also sinful. And so the call for improvement or change begins and must begin with us, deep within us. So the type of ecological conversion that Pope St. John Paul II began talking about, and which the present Pope takes up, is that serious and that profound and deep. Ecological conversion is not simply change our attitude towards where we put a stone or where we plant a tree, or that can be seen as a bad. Ecological conversion implies a deep human interior conversion. We need a new man to fashion a new world. And that's what, if you want, how we can put it. If in the terms of scripture and Christian tradition, create within us a new heart. That makes us all new people. And it is with that recreated heart and newness of the human person that we also make the world around us new.
Okay, thank you. And my last question is, can we be optimistic about the actions will be taken?
We can be optimistic about everything because of the grace of God that supports and sustains us. This again is the basic message of Scripture. We can be optimistic about everything because it is ultimately the work of God's grace. And God is all powerful, and His grace on account of His mercy and compassion towards us, and the fact that He still bestows His grace upon us abundantly. This enables the spirit of hopefulness within us. So everything that we talk about in hope, it's all based on the grace of God that is capable of changing us and enabling us to do even what is beyond our own native and natural powers.